Hey, this is your friend Ferguson. The first thing I want to say is Happy Thanksgiving. My hope and prayer is that you have something to be grateful for this Thanksgiving Day. Now, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to share a message I shared about 3 months ago because in that message, I talked about gratitude and the benefits of gratitude. So my prayer is that this message blesses you and that it helps. God bless you. Now, the coronavirus has disrupted our lives in various ways. And the most disappointing part of this experience is that we expected it to go away sooner than it has. I cannot tell you how many times, my friend, I wanted to scream, "Coronavirus, please go away." In fact, some are trying to scream it away by denying that it exists. But for some strange and obvious reason, that is not working. Reality keeps winning and the number of cases keep going up. My friend, the struggle is real. It is real because we are living through the effects of it all. Yes, not all the same. Some are getting hit harder than others, but it is a challenge to us all. The struggle is real. But the question I seek to answer in this message is this: can we learn something from a struggle? Can we become better people because of a struggle? Are we regulated to a life of misery until the virus goes away? Or can we learn to thrive despite the challenges it brings? Now, by the end of this video, you will understand what benefits we can gain from this struggle and all struggles in general. But before we get started, if you would share your opinions, how do you feel about that? Do you believe we can gain from struggles? Also, if you want to hear about future videos, then please smash the subscribe button. Please, in the comments section, share what you believe we can gain from struggles. Now let's get started. The first benefit we get from struggle is personal growth. Yes, growth can be a benefit of a struggle. Now let me be clear, we're talking about character growth, the opportunity to become more resilient, the opportunity to develop mental toughness and the ability to overcome challenges in the future because of our ability to overcome them now. That is why one of my favorite Bible verses says this. In Romans chapter 5, verses 3 through 4, it says, "We can rejoice too when we run into problems." What? We can rejoice? But why? And trials. For we know that they help us develop endurance. And endurance develops strength of character. And character strengthens our confident hope of salvation. You see, challenges and struggles give us the opportunity to develop resilience. They give us the opportunity to develop internal strength. Now, one of the reasons I love to run is that it is similar to the spiritual life in so many ways. One of the ways you grow as a runner is to learn how to deal with struggles. For example, before you can successfully run 3 miles, 6 miles, 13 miles, or even a marathon, 26.2 miles, you have to learn to deal with physical and mental struggles. You see, this happens in your training. When you go on training runs, you learn to manage the fact that your body is going to get tired and your mind is going to tell you to stop. You learn to run past your fatigue and ignore what your mind is telling you to do. You learn all of this while you are struggling. Pretty soon you learn to struggle longer and longer, which means your distances gets longer and longer, and even your speed can get faster and faster. But in order to learn these things, you have to go through struggles. You have to go on multiple training runs. Likewise, in our emotional, mental, and spiritual lives, we get stronger in those areas by going through life struggles. Life challenges are training runs that have the potential to make us emotionally, mentally, and spiritually strong. It all depends on how we respond to life's challenges and struggles. You see, the more that we are successful in dealing with struggles, the more we will develop the resilience needed to deal with struggles in the future. We are always one challenging experience from becoming a better and stronger version of ourselves. Why? Because struggles effectively experienced builds resilience. So the question we seek to answer now is, how can we effectively deal with struggles? The answer is, surprisingly, gratitude. Now, I know that doesn't sound like it makes sense, but gratitude can help us deal with struggles. I'll say it again. Gratitude can help us deal with struggles. Now, let me be clear by saying that I'm not saying that the difficulties that some of you are experiencing is not real. I'm not saying you should wish that away. However, I do want to challenge you to make a choice to decide where you will place your focus. Will you place your focus on what you do not have, or will you place your focus on what you do have? Again, I'm not minimizing what you're going through, but what I am saying is that focusing on the good will make you stronger, which I will explain further. For example, if you have health and strength, you are fortunate. If you have a decent amount of income, you are fortunate. If you have a place to live, my friend, you are fortunate. In fact, you are richer than 70% of the world if you simply own a cell phone. You see, it's a matter of perspective and focus. Gratitude is an effective way to train our brains to focus on the good. Now let's look at some of the specific benefits of gratitude. Number one, gratitude lessens anxiety and depressive symptoms. Why? Gratitude challenges our negative thought patterns and helps calm our anxiety, and it lifts the mood of those who are depressed. Number two, gratitude increases resilience. It has been proven to help people bounce back from stressful events. Number three, gratitude improves our physical health, our physical stamina. It strengthens the immune system, lowers blood pressure, reduces symptoms of illness, and makes us less bothered by aches and pains. You see, a realistic, positive attitude has many benefits. Number four, gratitude increases social connections. Gratitude helps us feel greater connection and more satisfied with our friends and our families. How many of you will admit that you'd rather be around family members who are appreciative than family members who constantly complain? Let's be honest. And five, gratitude lights up the brain's reward pathways. How? Thinking about the good in our lives floods the brain with positive chemicals and sparks brain activities critical to sleep, mood, regulation, and our metabolism. You see, there are powerful benefits to being a grateful person. Basically, gratitude is strongly and consistently associated with resilience and happiness. Perhaps that is the reason God tells us to practice gratitude. More than once, the scriptures tell us to always be joyful, never stop praying, be thankful in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you who belong to Christ Jesus. If you ever wanted to know what the will of God is, one of them is to be a grateful person. Another verse I love is in Philippians chapter 4, verse 4, and this is Paul literally speaking from prison, but he's expressing gratitude and he's challenging us to do the same. It says this, always be full of joy in the Lord. I say it again, rejoice. That simply means be happy. Now, there is one more way that I believe we can deal with struggles that is beneficial. But before I share it, I want to hear your opinion. Please share in the comment section. Please don't forget to share them with me on my YouTube page. What are some of the benefits you believe we receive from struggles? Also, if this message is helpful, if it has blessed you in some way, please smash the like button. Okay, the third benefit that I believe we can receive during times of struggle is that we discover that God provides strength and comfort during struggles. Did you know that one of the best ways to discover God's ability to strengthen you is during times of struggle? It's when we're going through challenges. My friend, believe it or not, struggles are the perfect time to talk to God. Also, struggles may be a call from God for you to talk to Him. The famous Christian writer C.S. Lewis once said, "God whispers to us in our pleasures, speaks in our conscience, but shouts in our pains. It is His megaphone to rouse a deaf world." In fact, one of the reasons I finally surrendered to the call of God was because my soul felt trouble. I was struggling. I had an internal restlessness. I was not at peace. I had heard about this Jesus guy growing up, but I decided that I would live life my own way. You see, that resulted in me having a deep sense of discontentment and restlessness. A restlessness that I believe God was stirring in me. He was calling me and letting me know that He had a better option for my life. Now, some fear that if they go to God during times of challenges, He will not respond because they have not gone to Him when things were going well. The reality is this: Jesus wants us to come to Him. That is why He once said, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." If we are burdened, He wants us to come. If we are weary, He wants us to come. The challenge is, once the burden goes away, for us to stay. My friend, the struggle is real, but we can grow in the struggle. We can express our gratitude in the struggle, my friend. And we can discover that God will strengthen us during this struggle. I pray that you grow in this struggle. God bless you.